And welcome, folks, to a brand new game, Emerald City Confidential. And I'm not actually sure if those logos will show up in the recording because the Play First logo seemed to disappear and it didn't have the FPS counter in the top for the Wadget Eye Games logo, but those are basically the people behind it. Now I've been sitting on this game for quite a while because I just really never got around to it. Here's the options, because like I said, I'm going to show these off from now on in new games. Just slight changes in those and slight lowering of the voice. And we'll give ourselves a slight bit of extra walking speed. And that's just based off the test recording I did of it to make sure, you know, it actually records. I have played nothing, so it's going to be pretty much completely blind, okay? So let's get right on in to Emerald City Confidential. And my god, I love it already because it's so green!
The warehouse district. For months I've been following a trail of clues, and the trail ended here. That's right, Lion. I've almost got you. I've got a folder of documents that prove all of your crimes. I just need to get into that warehouse and see what you've been up to.
Okay, tutorial. Welcome to the Emerald City Confidential. Click on objects to have Petra investigate them. You can't die or do anything wrong, so feel free to explore. New quest, get into the warehouse. So yeah, I'll try and explore everything and whatnot, but I might miss something from time to time. Now, if she's going in to try and find the bad guys, yeah, go away. I will get to the crowbar. Why is she bringing the case file with her? Better not. I don't want to lose it. Okay, so you can use things on yourself. A bunch of empty crates are stacked up across the street. I don't need to bother with them. Can't right-click on it, so it's single-click only.
Dark and quiet. I hope there are no surprises waiting for me inside.
So yeah, I'm going to try and not talk when she's talking. It's not always obvious when there's going to be spoken stuff, though.
It's dark already? Where did the time go?
Oh, shit.
It's dark already? Where did the time go? Hopefully I can wrap this up quickly and get home.
There we go. I'm going to try not to go too fast through everything. Doesn't seem to be anything under the plant pot, or in it. Let's try this door.
The door is locked tight.
Yes, I will get the crowbar. Go away.
Those are too large for me to lift. Makes more sense to use the smaller door.
Well, alright. Maybe this crowbar, hint, 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 will help us get in.
A crowbar, used by the law-abiding to open crates. I'll just take it. You never know.
Since we're law-abiding. Oops. No, should use this on the small door. Okay, fine. Yes. Click on the crowbar in the inventory and then click on the door.
All right. Let's see what's in there.
Sweet. We got a little progress meter here in the middle as well.
What the?
Oh shit. Should have checked for alarms. Oh no!
Poppy gas. The oldest trick in the book. If I was awake, I might have felt ashamed.
So, I'm probably remembering all of this or something?
Ugh.
What
Huh?
the hell is that?
Don't panic, Petra. You've been in worse scrapes. Let's see. What should I do?
Weird. Get off the bridge. Alive! Let's see, this is the dialogue panel. It lets you decide what Petra's going to say or do. Click here to wriggle free. Probably not a good idea.
Even if I could wiggle free, I'd just fall to my death.
True.
And just between you and me, I don't want to do that.
How about cut the rope?
I don't have anything to cut the rope with.
Climb the rope?
No good. I'm not strong enough to pull myself up. I pride myself on being an independent gal, and I really hate to do this. But when push comes to shove, I don't want to die. Hello? Anybody out there? I could use a little help.
So it automatically
Anyone?
cycles to the
Help!
final option then.
So, you're awake at last.
The
You're
lion!
lucky I'm feeling generous, or I'd charge you for my time.
Lion!
Guilty as charged.
Guilty is right. I've got enough evidence to put you away for life.
Oh my, that is a problem. And I am good at solving problems. I wonder, how should I solve this one?
You call yourself a lawyer?
No. I call myself the best lawyer. And I intend to stay that way.
What was in that warehouse?
Warehouse? What warehouse?
Don't play coy with me. You know what warehouse.
Do you mean that warehouse that burned to the ground no less than 20 minutes ago?
What?
A freak accident, quite sudden. I'm afraid that nobody will know what was in that warehouse now.
That dastard!
Ha! You fell right into my trap.
Someone will fall into something, but I don't think it will be me.
Enough talk. You wouldn't believe the amount of evidence I've got against you.
You mean the evidence that was in your coat pocket?
What? Hey, where did it go?
Oh, it's quite secure, I assure you. Anyway, I wish I could stay and chat, but I must be off. Do give my regards to the ground.
Something
So
about
funny.
that lion makes my blood boil. One day I'm gonna nail that guy. I'm gonna collect enough evidence and make it stick. Of course, until then, I have other things to worry about.
So how... Oh! I was gonna say, how do we get out of this one? But I guess we know!
Hey, watch it, lady. I'm flying here.
Saved by the Gump Transit System. How embarrassing. Yeah, sorry. You available?
Yeah, the meter's running. Where do you want to go?
Just take me home. Plumley Street.
All right, hold on.
That is a freaky looking thing. But at least now we know what the hell it was. And another bit of progress. Emerald City, known to many as the Jewel of Oz, a center of culture, commerce and diversity, as well as greed, corruption and dishonesty. Like any city. Is there hope for this fair city and the kingdom that surrounds it? Probably not. One detective is trying to find out. Not doing a very good job. Emerald City Confidential. So as you may have guessed, it's basically Wizard of Oz meets
Stupid
old
lion.
school film
That's
noir.
the 5th time he's nearly killed me. I'll get him one day. Who am I kidding? Do the bad guys ever get punished these days? I even lost my journal chasing that lion around the city. How can I be a detective without a proper journal? That reminds me. I think I have a spare journal in my file cabinet. I should take a look and see.
Okay, find the spare notebook. We will get to that eventually. None of them were ripe enough, so you grow business cards. I used to drink tons of coffee before I kicked the habit, yet you still keep the mugs. Is that the queen you're throwing darts at? No, there is no queen. Is there? Wait, yeah, there is. I don't know. I don't remember. Yes. A portrait of Her Majesty Queen Ozma. It's a good thing I'm required by law to display that painting. Without it, I'd have to buy a real dartboard. Ooh, really does not like the Queen. A couch for clients and a bed for me. Now that's what I call value. Can't click on the little red thing there. What are your books like? Those books came with the office. I plan on reading them someday. There's another of those things flying. Haven't read these books yet, but I plan to as soon as this case was over. Is that the same dialogue or different dialogue? I don't know. Photo of William. My brother William. He was 5 years old. Oh no, did Lion kill him? Why bother? More will just appear tomorrow. Even these ones. Okay, well, let's get the file cabinet key.
My file cabinet key. I'll just take this.
Sparkly. The lamp could never decide if it was on or off. Somehow, I could relate. There was no time for sitting around. And sometimes when life got to me, I'd just look out the window. Somehow it made all the troubles worth it. And we know this is
The file
locked.
cabinet is locked. I have the key. I should use it on the file cabinet to open it.
Yeah, they
My
really
spare
did like to
notebook
hold
should
your
be in
hand for
here.
this.
I'll just take a look.
Yay, notebook. And more progress.
If I uncover anything interesting or worthwhile, I'll write it down. It saves me from needing to remember every word people say. Good thing I had a spare. I always feel lost without my journal. You hear that, Emerald City? I'm packing a new notebook and I'm not afraid to use it. A knock. Hey, Lion! If that's you, I suggest you beat it!
I beg your pardon.
Never mind. I'll be right there.
Dun dun dun! It's not the lion! Let's see, what do we got? So who's at the door? It's been a long day. All I want to do is go to sleep. But somebody is knocking on my door. I'd better see who it is. Okay, you can get hints. Click on the office door to open it. Okay, that's handy.
Come on in.
Thank you. You're Petra.
That's what it says on the door. What can I do for you, Miss?
D. You can call me D.
All right, D. What brings you downtown?
I'm looking for someone. His name is Ansel, my fiancé.
Ansel, huh? And how long's he been missing?
I haven't seen him for several months. He likes to travel.
Go on.
Well, I heard that he got back 2 nights ago, but I haven't seen him. Nobody has seen him. He just vanished.
So, who told you he was back?
Nobody. I have a magic device that keeps tabs on him.
A magic device? Those are illegal.
I have a magic license. I'm not breaking any law.
What did this magical device say?
He was visiting Gillikin country before entering the city. Aside from that, nothing. I have to know what happened to him. Can you help me?
A missing fiancé? Sounds like a case of cold feet to me. Still, a case is a case. Next month's rent is due soon, and I could use the emeralds.
I'll give you an advance of 200 emeralds. 500 more when you find him.
700 emeralds? Scratch next month's rent, that would cover me till summer. Looks like you got yourself a detective, Dee.
I knew you were the right woman for the job. Here's a picture of him.
Where can I contact you if I find anything?
Oh, I'll contact you. I'll be watching. If I need to speak to you, you'll hear from me.
Great. I not only have a client, but a guardian angel, too. What's her angle? The warning signs whirl around me like a tornado, but the money is too good to pass up. Wait a minute. Tornado. I wonder...
I wonder.
Wait a minute, Miss Gale?
Yes?
Uh-huh.
Oh, very clever. You might just solve this after all.
Dun dun
I
dun!
knew it. Dorothy Gale, the bright-eyed little girl who blew her way into Oz over 40 years ago. What is she doing here? Isn't she an honorary princess? Why does she need my help when she could just ask Queen Ozma to wave her magic wand? Still, I can't argue with a princess, and I certainly can't argue with the 200 emeralds in my purse. I guess I'd better get going. Ansel was in Gillikin country. That means he came through the North Gate. That's probably where I should start.
New location, the North Gate. The border between the Emerald City and Gillikin country. And I wish I lived there. Pay for things in emeralds. Oh, sweet. Petra's journal. She's written the first lead down in her journal. Journal keeps track of her clues, so if you get stuck or need a hint, check the journal for help. Okay. Let's look at this. The photo won't do much good here. I can't actually look at a bigger version of it. So we did that. My first lead. Go to the North Gate. I think I'll get the hints, but after I figure things out. If that's at all possible. Yeah. I'm not too familiar with all the different versions of The Wizard of Oz. I've only ever seen the original movie. Or if it was original, I don't know if it's like based on a children's story or nothing. You know, like most people, I saw the movie and it was okay, and that was the end of it. Sure, I only found out recently that they made a specific version for black folk. And I don't mean to sound too racist by saying it in that way, but that's the way they must have phrased it, because, my God. My God. Blaxploitation did not end in the early to mid-80s. Tutorial. Petra can fly around the city using the Gump taxi service. Okay, cool. Scraps. Scraps is good people. Irritatingly cheerful, but good people. From the outside, it almost looks respectable. A hitching post for privately owned Gumps. You don't see any of those anymore. Not since they went union. So there's the Gump stand. Can't really go down the street. Let's see if we can go in here. Lights are off and nobody's home. I should check back here later. Okay, so we will have to go in there and figure out what that has to do for the story. But yeah, if you want to look up that black version of Wizard of Oz, go ahead. But don't expect much. It was panned by everybody. And for good reason. You'll understand that when you see it. Okay. Beyond the gate is Gillikin country. It's considered a wild land full of untamed magic and thick jungles. At least, that was the rumor. I'd never been there myself. Let's have a look at the map of Oz. So, here's Emerald City. The Emerald City, it's been my home all of my life. Winky country. Winky country is covered in rocky yellow mountains. I used to patrol there in my army days. Not a pleasant memory. Gillikin country is choked by a thick purple jungle. Wild magic is known to thrive there. Sane people avoid the place when they can help it. Munchkin country is full of acres and acres of blue farms and pastures. The city imports most of its food from there. Most of Quadling country is hidden by large red forests and lakes. I hear it's a good camping spot, but I'm not really a back-to-nature kind of girl. Here we go. Procedure book. A well-read book on guard procedures and regulations. I used to have a copy of that book back in my army days. I threw it away long ago. So all I can really do is talk to Tock.
Of all the soldiers to be on duty, Tock is the second to last one I want to see. Still, beggars can't be choosers.
If he's the second to
Tock,
last, then who's the
it's
last?
been years.
Petra, what is your business here?
Charming as ever. I have some questions for you.
That is your privilege.
I'm looking for a man named Ansel. He was last reported coming through this gate 2 nights ago.
You are mistaken. No one named Ansel came through this gate 2 nights ago or ever.
You're sure?
Affirmative. My memory is infallible.
Were you on duty 2 nights ago?
Negative. I was on duty in the palace.
Then how do you know for certain who came through the gate?
I have memorized the records. Nobody named Ansel came through here.
Could he have used a false name?
Using a false name is a felony.
But could he have done it?
It is within the parameters of possibility.
How can we find out for sure?
If you have a photograph of the man, I can cross-reference him with the name he gave.
Okay, well, we have a photo.
This is a photograph of Ansel. Do you recognize him?
Affirmative. He did not use the name Ansel when he entered the city. He will have to report back to me and tell the truth in order to avoid prosecution.
Maybe I can tell him for you. What was his destination?
His destination was registered as 43 Grenetta Lane, Emerald City. The residence of Miss Betsy Bobbins.
Thanks a mill, Tock.
Only doing my duty.
Okay, we now have 43 Grenetta... stupid tongue. Grenetta Lane. Address is home to a Miss Betty Bobbins. So, my first lead, the hint for that was, I'm not walking to the north gate, not when I've got some loose emeralds handy. I'll take a gump and fly there. There's a gump stand just outside my office. I should use that to call a gump to take me to the north gate. Walk outside Petra's office by clicking on the door. Oh wow, they really do spell it out for you. And there we go. We will solve that and then look at the hint. Where are we going? Grenetta Lane.
Grenetta Lane is one of the nicer streets in the Emerald City. At least they clean it once in a while, which is more than you can say for my neighborhood.
Yeah, well, city councils. What can you do? Look at that beautiful... Look at that. Beautiful. Emerald City isn't called the Jewel of Oz for nothing. I don't have any business there. Betsy Bobbins lives pretty well. I wonder where she gets all that money. The windows reveal nothing. Whatever is inside that house, I won't be seeing it through the windows. Can we look at the letterbox? It says Bobbins. It must be it.
Hey,
Hey, does Betsy Bobbins live here?
who wants to know?
I just have some questions for her.
You got questions? You ask me. Nobody gets in to see the missus without my say-so.
Who is she?
If you don't know, then why are you bugging her?
Her name came up in an investigation I'm working on.
Investigation? What does the guard want with Betsy?
I'm not with the guard. I'm freelance.
Look, Betsy don't get mixed up with stuff like that.
So you say. I have to find out for myself. I need to get inside.
Well, tough. I only let Betsy's boyfriends get past this door. Well, them and deliveries.
Deliveries?
Men send her presents. Flowers, jewelry, clothes, what have you. She doesn't always take them in, but she takes the presents.
Flowers, huh? The shop next to my office sells flowers. Alright, you. I'll be back. Oh, it's open now. Oh shit, Lion's there.
A man in a white suit is leaning against my office building. There's something very strange about him. Can't quite put my finger on it. Evening.
Evening, Petra.
You know my name?
Of course.
How? Do I know you?
Know me? I hope not. For knowledge kills the sense of wonder and mystery, does it not?
Great. A nut. And right outside of my office, too. Sure. Whatever you say.
We have a few things. Who are you?
A man who is not fully a man. A frightener of birds who have done nothing wrong. My head once was weighed down by leadership, but now rests easy on this street corner.
There's nothing easy about you, mister. A straight answer, please. Who are you?
Your eye sees only what your mind is prepared to comprehend.
You know what? Forget it. I don't care who you are.
But I know who he is. He is the Scarecrow.
Anything interesting in the paper?
Before I read it, I was uninformed. Now, I am merely misinformed. Which do you think is better?
I think you're crazy.
Madness is often logic overtaxed.
You're overtaxed, all right. Can you go somewhere else?
We are all travelers in the wilderness of this world.
Great. Travel away from here. You're scaring away potential customers.
If it was worth doing, it would have been done already.
Here's 5 emeralds. Go away.
The problem with money is that it often costs too much.
This guy makes my brain hurt. I guess
This
I'll
is
just
kinda
have to
funny.
deal with him. Do you have any more of your enigmatic wisdom to share?
I am often amazed at the color scheme of our kingdom, aren't you? Each country is notable for its unique color. How delightful. I often travel to the Winky country to visit an old friend. When I return, I bring back something yellow to remind me of the journey.
See you around.
So he's basically saying there that different color things that come from the different places around Oz. And if you see one, be very careful about it.
And that, as we say, is that.
You mean it? They won't bother me again?
Not anymore. They decided to take a long vacation.
Oh, how delightful.
Now, about my fee.
Of course. How many buttons did you say?
I didn't. I said emeralds. 10,000 of them. You are able to pay, aren't you? Because if not, I do believe those men left some documentation behind.
They did?
Yes. Frightfully clumsy of them.
Well, don't you worry about little old me. You'll get your money.
I'm counting on it, Scraps. Contact my office. My, you do turn up in the strangest places.
Lion.
She remembers me. Don't be a stranger.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Or do.
Creep.
Dick. Yeah, what do we got in here? More about the Queen. Another portrait of Queen Ozma glares down at me from the wall. That reminds me, I'll need to buy more darts from Scraps soon. Okay, what else we got?
Let's see what the
Newspapers.
current headlines are.
Warehouse fire in downtown Emerald City. Ozma's Royal Fire Squad tried valiantly to rescue the building, but were unsuccessful. An eyewitness attorney, C. Lyon, praised the fire squad's efforts. They did everything they could, but the damage was already done, he told reporters. These things happen. There's no need to jump off a bridge or anything. Authorities deemed the fire a natural accident and not magical in nature. Okay, so they're worried about magic more than anything else. Witches Weekly, the Gillikin Gazette, and the Munchkin Mirror. The usual trash. I'm not interested in any of them. Fair enough. We got that over here. Hover over everything. Jewelry. Cheap, tacky jewelry. Obviously fake. I have no idea what those are supposed to do, nor do I care. Scrap's merchandise has a dubious reputation. I wonder how she operates those tiny keys with her floppy hands. Well-
Scraps.
Hello, neighbor. Thanks for dropping by.
Even after all these years of knowing her, I still can't get used to the sight of a living, talking patchwork quilt. Still, if there's any city where a patchwork girl could gain employment, this was it. You look troubled, Scraps.
I do? Oh, no. I'm perfectly happy. Or do I mean unhappy? Either way, I must find it.
Find what?
My green button. I've dropped it somewhere in the store. Can you be a dear and look for me? These eyes aren't what they used to be.
Okay. But I'll ask questions first, because I saw that little shine there.
So, how's business, Scraps?
Fantastic. Or is it terrible? Oh, well. It's either one or the other. You buying anything today?
I might. I'm richer than normal tonight. Anything new for sale?
New? No. Or is it yes? Oh, it's so confusing sometimes. But look at these flowers. Aren't they pretty?
Very colorful.
They come from all four corners of Oz. I almost wish I didn't have to sell them.
What was the lion doing here?
Nothing. Or was it something? Oh, it doesn't matter. Pick either one.
He's bad news, Scraps. Stay away from him.
Oh, stop overreacting. He's just a big softy.
Softy, right. Tell me about those flowers.
Yeah, I'll ask about them.
Aren't they just hideous? Or do I mean delightful? It's so hard to tell the difference nowadays.
The flowers?
Oh, yes. I get them shipped in from all over the country. You won't find a better selection. I promise you that.
Bye, Scraps.
I'll just end the conversation for now, because I want to find this.
Is this the button you're looking for?
No, that's not it. Or do I mean yes? That's it.
Is it or isn't it?
It is. Bring it here. Thanks, neighbor. I was worried I lost it. It's a rare emerald button. If you find any more, bring them here. I'll be sure to reward you.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out.
Okay, so I gotta collect these green buttons now too. 1 of 7. Okay.
Scraps.
Hello there.
I've got some buttons for you.
You do? Oh, that's dreadful. Oh, do I mean fantastic? Oh, it doesn't matter. Thank you, neighbor. Here, take this.
What's this?
Oh, some drawings I found. Take it.
That's it?
You were expecting something else?
No, this is fine. Disappointing Scraps is like kicking a wet puppy. I just can't do it. These drawings are labeled concept art. I have no idea what that means, but I'll keep them in my notebook.
Aha. So we have some concept art. Interesting.
Scraps.
Hello there.
I'd like to buy some flowers.
That's awful. Or is it wonderful? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's 5 emeralds.
Here you go.
I can mix a bouquet of 2 types of flowers. Which ones do you want?
Well, we know that he was in Gillikin country, so we'll take the
Put
purple
together a
flowers.
bouquet of purple flowers and...
Now, what else? I'm not sure if it matters yet, but it probably does. Let's go with
red
ones.
flowers.
What a horrible selection. Or do I mean beautiful? Either way, coming right up.
Thanks.
Because getting in probably relies on getting them right.
Bye, Scraps.
So I'll have to find out by going back there, having a look at what he says, this Hank the donkey, and yeah, figure it out from there.
Hello again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we could have asked about
I want to know more about Betsy.
That's Miss Bobbins to you. What do you want to know?
What does she do? Does she have a job or anything?
Betsy? Nah. She don't work. She's a lady.
So what does she do all day?
She entertains. She travels.
She travels, huh? Didn't Dee say that Ansel spent a lot of time traveling? Where does Betsy travel?
Oh, everywhere. Real cultured Betsy is.
Everywhere.
Well, not everywhere. The winky air is too thin for her. She don't travel there. And Gillikin country is too dangerous. But she particularly likes Munchkin country in the spring.
Really?
And Quadling country in the summer.
Where does Betsy like to travel again?
Why? Does it matter?
Just curious.
Munchkin and Quadling country. Every spring and summer.
Thanks.
Okay, I thought I saw something over here.
Let's talk about something else.
Like a little shine right down here.
Do you know a man named Ansel?
Never heard of him.
I have proof that he came here.
Well, I ain't seen it.
I think his ears just twitched. Is he lying?
Yes, he is.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope.
Could you look at the photograph before answering?
I said I ain't seen it.
Are you sure?
Lots of men come to see Betsy. I can't keep track of them all.
So, this man could have come here.
I didn't say that.
What other men have come to see Betsy?
Hey, that's private business. I ain't gonna start blabbing.
Would say 20 emeralds ease your guilt?
Nice try, sister. I've been with Betsy since forever. I ain't betraying her.
Loyalty. A rare trait in this city. Let's change the subject. Let's talk about you.
Me? What do you want to know?
So, who are you?
I'm Hank.
And you're a mule.
You don't miss a trick. Sure, I'm a mule. You gonna stop asking stupid questions, or do you want a swift kick in the stomach?
Me? No.
Too bad.
Why does Betsy need a guard?
To stop people like you from harassing her? Men calling on her day in and day out? Poor girl just wants some peace.
So, she's popular?
You could say that.
I need to get inside.
Well, tough. I only let Betsy's boyfriends get past this door. Well, them in deliveries.
Deliveries?
Men fly you.
Okay, so yeah, we know what that is
Thanks
now.
for your time.
End conversation. And it did look like there was a button or something over here, because I saw a green flash, but it could have just been this progress bar flashing. But what we'll do is we'll leave, and we'll go back in, because it was right down here. And if there was something there, it should... No, it's not flashing. Now, Gillikin was blue. No, sorry, Gillikin was purple, and Munchkin was blue.
Scraps.
So I'm just gonna get...
Hello there.
I'm gonna
I'd like to
get
buy
some
some more flowers.
You don't like the ones?
Not really. Can I exchange them?
Of course. I can mix a bouquet of 2 types of flowers.
Okay. We want
Put together
purple and
a
blue.
blue flower.
What do I mean? Either thing.
There we go. Yay.
Buy
Now, maybe the order of the flowers has something to do with it at all as well. I don't know, but she seems to prefer Munchkin, so we'll go purple and blue. And we'll give these to Hank.
I have a delivery for Betsy.
You do, huh? Well, let's see it. Nice try.
Hey!
Tell whoever ordered those flowers to do better next time.
She doesn't like flowers?
Oh, she loves flowers. Just not those.
What kind of flowers does she like?
Not those.
Okay, and once again I saw something flash up here. So, I don't know. So, we got the order wrong.
Scraps.
Maybe Gillikin has nothing to do
I'd
with
like
it.
to... Sure. Here you go. I can mix it with
Let's
Give
try
me a
blue and
red.
red.
What a what I think.
Since those are her two favorite places. And
Bye,
we'll see if that's right. I don't know. I mean, it just seems like there should be the purple ones for Gillikin in there. Since Ansel travelled there recently, but I don't know. We'll see.
I have a delivery for Betsy.
You do, huh? Well, let's see it. Yeah, Betsy will like those. Go on in.
There we go.
Thanks.
So it was just the two places she liked to go. There we go. 2 bits of progress all at once.
Are you Betsy Bobbins?
Uh-huh. Are those flowers?
Yes.
Who are they from?
Nobody. They're from me.
Well, thanks, but I think you got the wrong idea.
Oh, no, nothing like that. I just have a few questions for you. I'm looking for a man named Ansel.
What, he missing or something?
You know him?
Yeah, I know him, lousy lowlife. If you find that bum, you can keep him.
Well, well, well. She knows him.
How do you know Ansel?
He and me were, well, together, you know? We met at the university. Swept me off my feet, he did. Real romantic. Until his money ran out, that is.
He's broke.
He was then. His money comes and goes.
Really?
Did Ansel come here 2 nights ago?
Yeah, he tried to. Told me he needed to hide out for a week or so. Said he found something big. Whatever. I didn't care. I'm through with that loser. I gave him 5 minutes before I sent the guard after him.
Ansel was a student at the university?
Him? Ha! Don't make me laugh. He did some work for him. Not sure what.
So we've got the Royal Oz University. A place of higher learning, or so you've been told.
As leads go, it was a small one. Still, it was worth checking out. Where's Ansel now?
How should I know? If I had my way, he'd be 6 feet under.
What happened when the guard showed up?
He ran away, the loser.
Did the guard catch him?
I don't know. Why don't you ask the guard?
Maybe I will. Which guard was it?
Ginger.
Ginger? A feeling of cold dread creeps up my spine. I hadn't seen Ginger for years, and I wanted to keep it that way. You sure it was Ginger?
Sure. We're friends.
A general, eh?
Where can I find Ginger?
How would I know?
You said you were friends.
Doesn't mean I know where she is all the time. If I want to find a guard, I just ask another guard.
That's all for now. Thanks, Betsy. I might be back.
Sure. Just tell Hank to let you through.
Let's
Hello
see what
again.
he says now.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for your time.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't do much else there now. Let's see. Oh, we got a lot of stuff. Let's see. Yeah, Grenetta Lane. Hint, not walking all the way over there. Take a gump. Stubborn mule. If I talk to Hank thoroughly, maybe he'll slip some information. According to Hank, Betsy likes gifts, jewelry and flowers. Not just any flowers will do, certain colours. Munchkin and Quadling. Reach the node by a specific colour. And there we go. Collect the buttons. In almost every room of the game there is a glint. Click on the glint to receive a green, red or yellow button. Return and get the... So there's one in everywhere. If Betsy knew Ansel, then I have to speak to her about everything I can. Go through every dialogue. Okay. So there's a glint everywhere, is there? In almost every room. The only glint I keep seeing is on my progress bar here. And it only shows up every now and again. Unless I'm mistaken or completely blind, I don't see any glinting anywhere here. So I'll just have a quick look in other places. Like around here. I don't see any glinting. Let's check out our office real quick, just in case there's some in here that we missed. No, does not appear to be any. But now we know. Now, before we go to the university, we want to go back to the North Gate and ask Tock about stuff. And there doesn't seem to be any glinting here either.
Hey, Tock, I have some more questions for you.
You may ask.
Yeah, let's talk about
Let's
old
talk
times.
about the old days, Tock.
If we must.
So, Tock, how long has it been?
16 years, 3 months, 2 weeks, 5 days, and 11 minutes.
That long, huh? Where does the time go?
I cannot say.
Well, it's hard for robots to understand stuff.
Still in the Royal Guard, I see.
It is an honor and a privilege to serve Queen Ozma.
I'm sure she feels the same way.
Obviously you don't.
So, how's the old gang doing?
That's official business.
Oh, come on, it's me. I used to be one of you.
Precisely. You are no longer one of us. Ask again, and I will be forced to take action.
Fine, I get the point. Actually, never mind about the old days. I have some general questions.
Any question put to me, I will answer, within reason.
Okay.
So what are you doing here, exactly?
First line of defense.
You honestly expect another invasion?
It is not my place to ask. Unlike some, I do not shirk my duty.
That's not fair, and you know it.
I only speak the truth.
Why does the city need such a huge gate?
You were here when the Phanphasms attacked the city, were you not?
Yeah, I remember. They came from the north.
Precisely. This is where our defenses need to be strongest.
It's been a long time since then. I guess it's easy to forget.
Not for me.
Tell me about the Gillikin country beyond the gate.
Ahem. Gillikin is the northern division of Oz, denoted by the color purple. It is home to wild jungles and forests.
And exiles, right?
And for illegal magic users who try to escape the law. Yes.
Actually, never mind.
Now, I'm looking at the progress bar and I'm thinking, I look around Oz, then I'm going to have to go to Gillikin country, then to Munchkin country, then to Quadling country, and then back into Oz again. Or maybe it's split into chapters and they just give the color differently. I don't know. We'll see.
Do you still talk to General Ginger?
She is my commanding officer.
Ginger outranks Tock now? There's no justice. Where can I find her?
General Ginger has responded to a disturbance at the dock. She should still be there if you wish to speak to her.
I don't, but thanks.
Yay, I have the dock. Not the safest spot to be at night, but it's one of the best places for information.
Thanks, Tock. You've been a real help.
Only doing my duty.
So there we go. We know a few little bits. So there's 2 more spots. Do I go university or dock? University.
The Royal University was built soon after Ozma took the throne. I've never been inside myself. I was educated the hard way.
Button. There's 7 of those too. Professor H.M. Wogglebug, T.E., Royal Educator. This the same thing? Yep. Can't actually interact with them. A journey of self-discovery starts with a single step. Apparently I can go to... Why walk? I've got plenty of money for Gump fare. So maybe I can run out of money and I have to walk everywhere then. We'll see.
So this is what education looks like. Can't say I'm impressed.
Please don't touch that machine! It's delicate and only authorized personnel are allowed to use it.
Okay.
Glinda was the Witch of the South back in the old days. Last I heard, she was killed during the Phanphasm War. But I don't believe everything I hear about witches. Modesty is not one of the professor's virtues. Ozma again. That reminds me, I need to buy more darts. I read stories about the wizard when I was a kid. He used to rule the Emerald City. I wonder where he is now. The plaque says D. Lewis Gilbert. Never heard of him. He can't be that important.
That would be Dave Gilbert, one of the developers. I'm assuming there's more than one since it's play first and
The
everything.
plaque says L. Frank Baum. Not sure who that is, but I feel like I owe him a lot.
No idea. I've not looked at, the credits for the game or anything like that. We'll see that when we're done.
Hello.
Welcome to the Temple of Learning. I am Professor H.M. Wogglebug, T.E., at your service.
Wogglebug? Are you the same Wogglebug who wrote Flight Patterns of the North Munchkin Tooth Sparrow?
The very same. You've read my book?
No, but it's on my shelf, right next to Mating Calls of the Gillikin Centipede.
You've bought my books but haven't read them.
Well, not exactly. I found them in a box on the street.
I see. Did you want something?
I guess.
About this university.
My favorite subject.
What do you teach here?
Teach? My dear, we do not do anything so crass as teaching. We learn.
What's the difference?
Why waste time teaching old subjects when the world is full of new things to discover?
That's pretty efficient.
It's the future.
Where are all the students?
They are off learning something, of course, contributing to the fountain of knowledge that is the Royal University.
Can I enroll?
I'm afraid the waiting list is quite long. If you submit an application, we'll review it in 5 years' time.
Let's talk about something else. What is this machine?
Ah, you are interested in my knowledge pharmacy?
Knowledge pharmacy.
All the wisdom and knowledge of the past in pill form. Our students simply take one of these pills and the knowledge pops right into their eager little minds. So much more efficient than the old, outdated methods of teaching.
I'd like a knowledge pill.
I'm afraid you aren't enrolled here, so you aren't authorized to use the machine.
Let's talk about something
I'll
else.
have to find a way of using it at some point then.
I'm looking for someone. Can you answer a few questions?
Answering questions is what I do best, my dear.
Do you know a man named Ansel?
Perhaps. What is his field?
Field?
Anthropology, science, literature?
I don't think he's involved in any of those.
Then I haven't heard of him.
Here's his photograph. Do you recognize him?
come to think of it, yes I do. It looks like one of Cutter's fellows.
Yay, we followed the lead. Only 3 more bits
Cutter?
to do in this section.
What do you remember about Ansel?
Nothing, I'm afraid. I remember him doing some odd jobs for Cutter, but that's all.
Do you know where Ansel is now?
I wouldn't have the slightest idea.
Let's talk about something else. Who is Cutter?
He works here. He organizes these field trips, I suppose you could call them. I think they are foolish, but we are a university, and I suppose there is some value in it.
Is Cutter here?
Yes, I believe he is. He recently got back from an expedition.
Could I speak to him?
I don't see why not. Cutter, come out here.
Yes, Professor?
I didn't want to
This
speak to him
young
immediately.
lady would like to ask you a few questions.
Oh, sure. Whatever you need.
Is Cutter a professor, like you?
So I can keep asking.
Heavens, no. He's my assistant. A very capable one, although he does have his head in the clouds.
How long has Cutter been here?
Oh, years. He came here as a student. He couldn't afford the tuition, so he offered to work as my assistant. 5 years later, he's still here. Quite indispensable.
Let's talk about something else.
I think that'll do it.
Thanks, Professor.
For
I'll be
that.
back.
Good evening to you.
So your name is Cutter?
Yes, and your name?
Petra. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. What can I help you with?
So,
ask about
tell
him
me about
first.
yourself, Cutter.
Me? Oh, I'm not that interesting.
I find you very interesting, Cutter.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Well, okay. What do you want to know?
Where are you from?
Oh, just some little village on the far side of Mount Munch. You've never heard of it.
So you're a munchkin.
Yes, it was a long time ago, though I still wear the blue.
What brought you to the university?
I wanted to learn, mostly. My village was so isolated, and there's so much out there.
So why come here? Why learn about the wonders of Oz through books and magic pills? Isn't it better to go and experience them for yourself?
Yeah, I could do that, but I'm not really the rugged explorer type. Besides, I'm more interested in history. I wanted to learn, and this was the best place to do it, so I came here.
Why are you so interested in history?
Things have changed so much. The Phanphasm War was the first real disaster we had. It changed everything. New laws, new policies, new defenses. We have forgotten what life was like before.
Not all of us.
So you understand. You see how important it is to preserve our history before we forget what we used to be. Well?
You certainly have a passion, Cutter.
We all need one.
I think yours is more worthy than most. Did I say that? Did I really say that? I must be getting
She
soft.
wants Cutter's dick.
Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
I'm
the
looking
reason
for a
we're
man
here.
named Ansel. Do you know him?
Ansel? Tall man? Mustache?
That's him.
Yes, I knew him.
Knew him.
He disappeared on a recent expedition of mine. He hasn't returned yet.
Tell me about Ansel.
He was an adventurous sort. He joined my expedition because he liked to travel.
Expedition?
A historical expedition. I organize expeditions to uncover items of historical significance.
A waste of university money is what they are.
Please, Professor.
What is your connection to Ansel?
He worked for me, that's all. He liked to travel, so he was always the first to sign on to whatever expedition I organized. He didn't ask for much money, either.
Where is Ansel now?
I don't know. He joined an expedition to the Gillikin country several months ago. I haven't heard from them. I'm afraid they're lost.
they're all dead.
Ansel is back in the city.
He is?
According to my client, yes.
And you're looking for him?
I'm doing my best.
I wonder. Who asked you to look for him?
I can't tell you that.
Are you close to finding him?
Something about this line of questioning sets my radar off. I'm not sure I can tell you that either.
Please, it's very important.
I'm sorry. Why are you so interested in Ansel?
If he returned from the expedition, then he can tell me what happened. It's a matter of historical importance. I must know what was found.
I can only give that information to clients. I'm sorry.
Well then, what if I also hired you to find him? Then you can tell me what you uncover, yes?
Technically he was right, but D's 700 emeralds bought a lot of silence. Tell you what, if you can match my client's price, then I'll share the information with you.
What price is that?
800 emeralds. I'm a detective, not a saint.
800? I'm just an assistant professor. I can't afford that much. Is there anything else you want?
Take advantage of Cutter. Oh, yes.
About your offer. Do you still want to hire me?
Yes, I do. Is there anything else I can offer you?
Isn't knowledge priceless? I want access to the knowledge pharmacy.
But you're not a student.
No, I'm not. But having access to those pills could help me in my investigations.
You know, you're right. Professor Wogglebug.
Yes, Cutter.
This woman is now temporarily on staff, with all the privileges that entails.
Are you sure about that, Cutter? Knowledge is a precious thing to waste on those who don't deserve it.
She's worthy, Professor.
Very well, Cutter. Young lady, if you seek knowledge about anything, come and see me.
Thank you.
Ha ha! Progress. Oh, I love the sweet smell of progress in the morning.
About Ansel.
Yes?
Actually, let's...
Okay, so
I
there's
have
nothing
some...
else. No,
Let's talk about...
we asked all that.
Thanks for your time, Cutter.
Leaving already? Sure. Anytime.
He wants
Please
us.
refrain from going that way. Only key staff are allowed back there.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hello,
Now,
Professor.
Do I have
Yes.
Do I have new options for asking you stuff?
Thanks,
No.
Professor.
Good evening.
Pill machine.
How do I use this machine?
Simply face the machine and say, I desire knowledge.
You're pulling my leg.
I am pulling nothing. You receive no knowledge unless you ask for it.
Fine. Here goes. I desire knowledge. Give me the public record of Dorothy Gale.
Yay, I'll swallow it. Sweet. So, that's been on screen for a second or two. People can pause and read that kind of stuff if they want.
Give me the public record of the lion.
There we go.
Give me the public record of the phanphasms.
This is going to be a lot of swallowing pills. Something tells me, though, I'm going to have to
Give me the public
take
record
the
of Queen
pills
Ozma.
and give them to someone else eventually. Otherwise, why would it offer to save it for later? Okay, there's only 4 more people here.
Give me the public record of General Ginger.
There we go. Lot of history to the game.
Give me the public record of Tock.
And there's Tock.
Give me the public record of the Wizard of Oz.
Wow, there's a lot on him.
Give me the public record of Glinda, the Witch of the South.
And they're just standing there watching me swallow pill after pill after pill. There we go. Now, double check, that's all the people. So we'll go back and we'll get places.
Give me a
Emerald City
brief
and then
history of
Oz.
the Emerald City.
Wow, that is ridiculously brief.
Give me a brief overview of Oz.
And that's even briefer. So there we go. We are done with the machine. And there's nowhere else to go but the docks. There's something over there.
There was no magic.
Yes, there was. Magic was involved in this, and neither
There's
of
a
you have
silver
a license.
cufflink on the edge of the dock.
Hey, you can't pin this on us.
Oh, yes, I can. You were experimenting with magic, and it destroyed your
looks
ship.
expensive.
It's obvious.
I missed
That's
that.
a lie. It's a
I
conspiracy,
hope
I'm
someone
telling
can
you. Someone's
pause it
trying to
and
drive
read it.
us out of business.
Leave the theories to me, girl. Captain Bill, where were you last night?
I told
Looks
you,
closed for
I
the
was
night.
at Ruggido's.
Ruggido? Consorting with a
Looks
known
closed.
enemy of Oz?
Heavy,
No,
clunky, and dangerous. I
I
don't
was
want to
just
miss
having a drink.
Sure you were.
You leave him alone. He didn't do anything.
Are you saying it
Warning,
was
all goods
you,
are subject to
Trot?
inspection. Nobody trusts anybody
No,
these days.
it wasn't either of us.
Now, why would we destroy our own ship? It's our livelihood.
Perhaps it was an accident.
This was no ordinary
Perhaps you didn't
explosion.
mean to. Magic is dangerous. That's why it's illegal.
We didn't touch no magic.
That's a double negative. That means you did.
Trot, keep quiet.
Why? Does she have something to hide?
I'll tan your hide if you don't leave us alone.
Trot, I'll handle this.
But Bill...
What gives you the right to treat innocent folk this way?
Queen Ozma gives me the right.
Ozma wouldn't want you arresting us. We used to be friends.
Used to be, yes. She has no time for friends anymore. Just tell me what magic you used, and maybe she'll be lenient.
There was no magic.
Yes, there was. Magic was involved in this, and neither of you have a license.
Hey, you can't pin this on us.
Oh, yes, I can. You were experimenting with magic, and it destroyed your ship. It's obvious.
That's a lie. It's a conspiracy, I'm telling you. Someone's trying to drive us out of business.
Leave the theories to me, girl. Captain Bill, where were you last night?
Okay, it's
I told
looping.
you, I was at
I wasn't paying
Ruggido's.
attention earlier.
Ruggido? Consorting with a known
Under normal
enemy of
circumstances,
Oz?
I would rather cut out my tongue than
No,
chat with
I
General
was just having
Ginger.
a drink.
But 700
Sure
emeralds
you
weren't
were.
normal circumstances.
You leave him alone. He didn't do...
Hey, General. Still picking on the downtrodden?
Petra, what rock did you crawl out from under?
Nice to see you, too.
I'm busy, Petra. Run along.
Ginger isn't gonna talk to me. She's trying to arrest those two sailors. They seem innocent enough. Maybe there's something around here that will prove it.
Are you saying it was you, Trot?
And here we go.
Hey, General, take a look at this.
What is it now?
It was on the edge of the dock, near the remains of the ship. Someone else was there.
Bill? Trot? Do you recognize this?
No.
Nope.
I think you're lying.
Oh, for Lurleen's sake, it's silver with a ruby inlay. Do you really think it belongs to them?
Perhaps you're right. Okay, you two are off the hook, for now. Get out of here. I'll have more questions for you later.
If they were smart, they'd get out of town. But if people were smart, I'd be out of business.
Oh yeah, we got that entire green section looked at. So, let's talk to Ginger.
So, General.
Petra, why are you here? And who asked you to interrupt my investigation?
Just being a concerned citizen, General.
You stopped being concerned the day you quit the Royal Guard!
Ginger could always push my buttons. You know why I left.
Yeah, I do. How is your brother doing anyway?
She's asking for a punch in the nose. But I'm not going to give her the satisfaction.
You're a bitch. Bitch lady.
About back then.
What about it?
I had to leave. You know that, don't you?
We were at war. You abandoned your post. There's no excuse for that.
Well, it had to do with the brother probably dying by the sound of things.
Why didn't you help me? That's all I wanted, just a little help.
It had nothing to do with us. You weren't the only one with family, Petra. That's why we were fighting, to protect our families. What made your brother more important than anyone else's?
Because he was mine.
Then we have nothing more to discuss.
What happened after I left?
We won the war. What do you think? While you were turning over stones, we sent the Phanphasms packing.
And here you are now, strong-arming innocent sailors.
Shut your mouth, Petra. You're attracting flies.
Actually, let's talk about something else.
Yeah?
I need help on a case.
Help?
I wouldn't come to you if I could go anywhere else, believe me.
What makes you think I'd give you the time of day?
Talking to Ginger was like swimming upstream. There was only one trick left to try. Here's 20 emeralds. What time is it?
You're lucky it's a slow night. You can ask whatever you want, but it doesn't mean I'll answer.
Do you know a man named Ansel?
That guy? Sure, I know him. What do you want with him?
I'm looking for him.
You deserve each other.
Betsy told me you arrested him.
I gave chase. That guy is more slippery than a greased fish.
He got away? I'm shocked, General. Shocked and disappointed. I thought General Ginger always catches the bad guy.
Oh, I'll get him. A guy like that doesn't stay underground for long.
What do you know about him?
He's smuggling scum, is what he is.
Ansel's a smuggler.
That's what I said. He tried to hide some stuff at Betsy's place. He won't try that again in a hurry.
So, Ansel is a smuggler. That makes things interesting. Anybody with an ear to the ground knows how smuggling works in the Emerald City. If smuggling is involved, Jack Pumpkinhead is pulling the strings.
Okay, I now have access to the pumpkin patch. So yeah.
Where is he now?
Our investigations are continuing. We'll find him.
Actually, I have nothing else to ask you.
Suits me just fine.
About Trot and Bill.
What about them?
What happened here?
It's none of your business, Petra.
Looks like the remains of a ship.
Brilliant. I can see why you're a detective.
Who are Trot and Bill?
Just some sailors. They don't concern you.
Who does that cufflink belong to?
I don't know, Petra. You just gave it to me. I'll take a look at it later.
Never mind. See you around, General.
Yeah, sure.
We will indeed. But now, there's the pumpkin patch. Before we go to it, let's go through all of these. I've decided with the amount of stuff in it, I'm not going to read it all. I'm just going to put the hints up, and people who want to look at them can look at them. Because there's just a lot of stuff. There we go. There's the pumpkin patch. But because we got all these little green segments done, I think that's enough for now. And we're going to have to call it quits for at least the moment. Don't worry, folks. We'll be back again soon with more Emerald City Confidential. Look forward to it. Mayhaps next time we will find this Ansel character and get to the bottom of this evil smuggling ring he seems to be wrapped up in. Oh well, that's all for next time. See you then.